welcome to the Urbal Tea PoTcast. I'm your host, Uncle Dub, in the building. Sitting here with my co-host, Miss Beautiful.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Yes. What?
Hall of Famer.
Period.
Podcaster.
Rita D, y'all. I'm in the building.
Man, and welcome to the Urbal Tea PoTcast. We come on here to talk about relationships, sex, love, politics. We stay away from the jail because we don't want to talk about that shit, and that shit is boring. So what's up, Rita D? How was your weekend?
Listen,
we been gone.
We've been all around the world the same time. Hey. But no, you know what? I don't think that as black people we even in the summertime think that it's the weekend anymore because every day
been the weekend. Let it be over 80 degrees. Nigga going out after work.
Yes. I asked y'all previous to me going out of town to please don't call me during the week and ask me to go out.
Somebody got that.
But guess what? Y'all keep doing it, and I keep coming out.
Damn.
No matter how much gas is, we gonna complain.
Yeah.
But I
still go. I'm still going. I'm just gonna go a little late, hoping the gas drop about 2 cents. But I'm still going, man. But in the building today, man, I'm gonna let Rita D introduce. She got a Sora in the building, definitely,
Period.
man. And she has a company that she want to shout out as well. But I'm gonna first introduce from Detroit Table Talk, the sexy Oprah of podcasting, Miss Carmen in the building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Detroit Table Talk. How you doing, Miss Carmen?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. We appreciate you and glad to have you, man. Rita D, I'm gonna let
Thank
you
you
shout
for
out your
inviting me.
Sora.
All right, y'all. So, of course, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated is celebrating our 100th year this year. And it only... Hey, I heard that music. And it only gets better from here. You know, we all share different colors, but our mission is always the same. But I'm just happy that I got my soror in the house. I'm going to let her introduce herself. I know her as many things. She wears many hats, but the one that she holds near and dear to my heart is being my sister.
Wasn't that cute, y'all?
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Sir.
And it's a shame that somebody that's not got to tell you because at the end of the day,
Sir.
Y'all take it serious. I apologize.
Yes.
Don't look at me like that.
We both looking at you like that.
okay.
Don't jump me up here. I'll call the police. Go
You
ahead,
can call
Gwen.
them. They part of us too.
Nah, go ahead and shout out yourself.
Hi, I'm Bad and Boozy. This is my first time here on Urbal
Tea Podcast. Hey.
Pot
That P-O-T.
cast. Sorry, guys.
But however, let's put out this disclaimer. Everybody does not smoke marijuana, but we come with the tea and we bring it and we giving it to you. So shout out to Urbal Tea PoTcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all major platforms.
Definitely.
YouTube and Facebook is our #1, so go there.
Because it's free.
If you have children, and you don't want them to see any sex toys, this show will have those on there. I sell adult novelty items, handcrafted cocktails, and lingerie, lingerie. So, yeah.
That's dope. So what made you get into that business, Queen?
I've always been a sexual person.
Mm-hmm.
Started out very young.
Okay.
And I just ran with it, I guess. If that makes sense. So once you step into like your purpose, like you realize what your purpose is and you know what it is, then you just run with it.
I think a lot of times people, when it comes to sexual, through religion and just being out here, we think it's still a taboo talk topic.
It is a stigma.
Or just to be out here having and enjoying yourself. You know what I'm saying? We like to put labels on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I don't do that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Put labels. We gonna sell y'all some labels. Nigga, come shop with us. Definitely. Hell yeah, man. Definitely, man.
So how can I find you?
I can be found on Instagram, bad__boozy.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go to the website, The Boozy Experience, BOOZY. That's Boozy.
Okay.
The Boozy Experience.
Ooh.
So,
because I was thinking like, when I heard Boozy, I'm like BOOSIEBADAZ.
You know
That's
me. But you know, Boozy was here and I was out of town when he was here. But you know, when I'm with dudes and they call my name, they be like, I can't say it because it's, you know, it sounds like Boozy. I'm like, but it's Boozy.
Oh, okay, Boozy.
Boozy.
I like that, so come on,
you.
sis, come through.
Come on, man. Well, man, I'm back from vacation, man. Rita D went on a vacation too, man. How was the NO?
The NO, listen, y'all. I'm just telling y'all that my body is like 5 different skin tones and colors because it was hot out there. The sun was shining out there. I was getting my vitamin D. My skin was glowing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, if y'all could go get y'all a little mini vacation a weekend, it don't take much. Just, I'm not hopping on Spirit, but if y'all want to go around there, go ahead and do that $79.99 round trip. You're gonna sit on somebody's lap. You gonna be detoured.
You definitely gonna make a U-turn in the sky.
You are, but it was everything.
But I fuck with Spirit.
It was everything. I hit everything. I mean, I ate good. I ain't worked out, y'all. I ain't worked out, bro. I ain't worked out.
To the gym in 30 days.
But if y'all have a lot of sex, it's equivalent
to
working out.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh, we gonna have to.
How should a man go? We definitely need to.
At least 3.
At least 3.
Oh.
If you're doing short, some people like
bang,
short.
bang. Are you more
like
of
a quickie?
Yeah.
Am I a quickie person?
Yeah.
I'm both.
Do you like foreplay?
No, I'm straight to the point. Let's go.
No head, just come on, stick it in, or
I mean, I can give you head, but I'm not like receptive like that.
you look like it too. Congratulations! Shout out to her, man. Hey, shout out to the new queens out here, 2022, nigga. We love y'all. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh man, but I was.
So wait, can I ask you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so eager to tell us something.
Me too.
Hey, y'all, he was out of town putting it on them or something.
Yes.
How was Miami?
Let me tell y'all. Excuse me.
About to cry.
Maybe you shouldn't.
No, Miami was an experience, man. It wasn't just the beautiful people and the beautiful shit I seen, the scenery. It was about the beautiful energy. And a lot of times we in Detroit, we be having so many problems at home, period, getting away as a vacation anywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? But I think Miami was special to me because the people that I interacted with, and sometimes we go out of town and we forget the network because we be so busy trying to have fun. You got to network because people that's outside of your circle will get you more paid sometimes better than the people who support you more than the people that's inside your circle. So my biggest thing when I went out there, at first I went out there to party and I got to talking to my dad. I'm like, shit, I'm about to go out there and network. Had some little quick cars pent up, 100 cars, nigga, passing them boys out to anybody and everybody. It made them achieve a lot. But somebody gonna see it. So it's all about hustling. And you know, y'all, us being in this podcast game, it's so hard to get a motherfucker to believe in you and watch your show and be consistently watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta love the character first. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I just love Miami. I love the vibe. I love the feeling. And I definitely want to get a house, move down there, Airbnb something. We need to go down there as a group podcast next year in Miami. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Brooks Media, we in the house, definitely. But I had a great time, man. I just think we need so do y'all vacation a lot? You know what I'm saying? As far as you, Miss Carmen, do y'all get out there?
I used to, and I used to be a teacher. I haven't in the last 3 years.
Okay.
That's pandemic time.
I've just been focused on my studies and work, so I haven't really had time to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. What about you, Twin? You vacation a lot?
A lot. I make sure.
Yeah, everywhere.
I make sure. I don't be everywhere, but I be where I need to be.
All right, man. But what I want to get off the floor first, man, since we get it out the way, because I think it's detrimental that we do talk about it because it's important to us as people and the people as a nation, as a culture. The Roe versus Wade, man, I want to give everybody's opinion on it separately, you know what I'm saying, so we can get our opinions on the table as well. And I just want to get a deep in depth, you know, if y'all want to. It's up to y'all because I feel like it's an attack against women, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily saying black women, but women as all. So I definitely want to get y'all perspective, man. We start with you, Rita D.
All right, so I had many discussions with many people, and I feel like as a gender, as a female, of course, I'm going to want to protect my rights in my body. There's so many different entities that fall into play when you're discussing the right to have an abortion and pro-choice and things like that, because you have to take into consideration every situation is different. Just like at your job, you shouldn't be fired just because you was late. You know what I'm saying? Every situation is different. You don't know what that person had to deal with. So for me, I guess it kind of touches home a little for many because I've known people that has been sexually assaulted that resulted in a child and that child not even knowing their father. I mean, for me, I don't know if I could love something that came out of something that was so hurtful to me.
Evil to me.
Yeah. Also, incest and things like that play a part in it. However, I don't feel like a man should be able to tell me what I can do as in regards to my body. So for me, it kind of took me back. It set me back for a minute because we don't know at the time we're gonna have these fathers or these babies by these children if that father's gonna be around. We don't have the choice to tell him, oh no, you gonna be here just because we go down to the friends of the court. So for me, it was kind of touching, and I like to see how this is gonna play out because right now they're thinking that it's going to only affect the African American community.
Oh, it's gonna hurt the white
But
people.
wait until you start having these peepaws and these papas and these kids that's biracial, and you in your heart really can't love this person because they are half black.
Oh, I ain't even think about
Wait
that.
till it hit those communities, then I'm going. Then for sure, I know they're gonna probably try to overturn that.
I ain't even think about that, Rita D. I ain't gonna lie, man. Them biracial kids, 'cause they be treating them straight up different, man. Hell yeah, man.
Absolutely.
What about you, Boosie? What you think about that? The Ray versus Roe.
The Roe versus Wade.
Roe versus Ray.
Again, we're still circling back after many decades of men controlling our body and our voice. Now, don't get me wrong. There was one justice that was a white woman that voted for the dismantle or removal, whatever, reversal of the law,
Right.
letting it go to the states. Now, the positive in the situation, even though it's a negative, the positive is now you have to get out and vote. You have to. It's no option because it's under the state's command now. It's no more United States. It's your state. So whatever state you're in, get your ass up and go vote.
Please,
Definitely.
So then you don't be complaining like, oh well, you know, I'm pro-choice, but you know we didn't win because why? You didn't vote.
Yeah, you
Right.
vote.
Because a lot of people feel like they vote don't matter.
And that's understandable, but right now it does because the state is responsible for your fertility.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you, Miss Kerman? What you think about it?
I'm on the fence.
Okay, talk about
I'm pro-choice and pro-life. I think for me, just adding on to what Rita D said, I don't think a man has the right to tell me what to do with my body,
it. Okay.
unless that man is my doctor. And he's making a recommendation.
Right.
But as far as you telling me what to do with my body, I think that should stay between the physician and the patient. However, I do believe that because I am a Christian, we have a responsibility to believe God that if we become impregnated and we don't want the pregnancy, that God will see us through and give us the strength to raise the child.
Yeah.
So I think it's the individual. I think that people should be allowed to make their own decision, based on their morals or the issues that they are having. Now, however, I think that I'm just sick of us. When it's time to, we see the outrage every time something big happens.
Right.
But we don't have that same rage when it comes to local elections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the more you try to
Tell people they just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
the more you try to educate people, it's just like you're talking to a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you get tired.
Then a lot of people do backseat driving when it comes to voting. They just vote what everybody else vote. They don't just vote. You got to vote your interest.
Because they don't understand.
Yeah.
They
Not
haven't
just
been
your interest.
educated.
Not just your interest. You have to educate yourself
Yes.
on
Yeah.
each and every candidate.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't listen and I never thought. I've seen some dirty games, dirty games with politics. But when you start advertising the downfalls or the wrongdoings of your opponents, that's a problem.
It's called war.
That's low.
Man,
that's a
that's
low.
war.
I ain't gonna never vote for you.
Yeah.
You ain't got.
Also people, because they feel like they're in a higher class, that they're Republicans, so they're going to go with the Republican vote. They don't educate themselves on what that person really is saying they're going to do and what they're going to bring, because they're afraid to be, I'm not voting for this person because I'm in this class or I'm in this class. So like you said, they don't educate themselves. And then also not even educating themselves just on the politician, also these laws.
Yeah.
They need to start reading these laws and going home and researching them before they actually vote yes or no, because you don't know whose community is going to affect. And more than likely, it's probably going to hit your home.
Black people need to stop voting name recognition.
Yeah,
That's what I'm voting my interest next time.
And not just name recognition. If you decide to vote for a particular candidate, you want to go back and look at their voting record, because past practice is going to tell you what they're going to do in the future. If somebody is saying, I'm for education, but every time an educational bill came up, you voted against it, you're not for education, so I'm not voting for you.
Yeah.
right.
So we have to do a little bit more research. And for some reason, we don't do that.
And then once they get in there, we got to start holding them accountable of what they doing while they in there. We just vote for them and just let them go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden passed the Chinese law, George Floyd Act, Voting Act, all that shit ain't went nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
In a matter of weeks.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, man. So
I don't even think that it's our class. I don't think it's our race because I've seen a lot of Caucasians who vote for name recognition.
yeah, they do
Yeah.
too. Everybody do.
And I think that we all need to educate ourselves in regards to what fits our household. Because what might fit mine may not fit yours. I might be pro-choice, but somebody else may not be.
Right.
So you have to educate just yourself as a human.
As a human, period, man. We should know. I got this question for y'all real quick. Does it seem to y'all like the black man in the household is not normal no more? Is the American family gone? Like, is it like more single mother? I mean, how do y'all feel?
What do you mean
about that?
normal?
Like we don't. Do you see fathers in the household now?
I do.
It seems like it's not normal no more. Like any kid that I see, he be like, my daddy stay over here, my mama stay over here. Not saying he not in his life, but I'm saying in the household, because it's different when you live with.
I mean, I think that's the new normality.
Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah,
I think it's the new normality, but I also appreciate that they do have a connection with both parents. I didn't get that opportunity.
yeah.
So,
Do you think that affected you as a woman, far as you being
I
growing
feel
up?
like, you know what? A lot of people call me aggressive. My mom is very, she's passive aggressive.
Oh, she is.
So, growing up, it's like somebody got to protect her ass.
Yeah.
So it had to be me.
You had to be the
You
pit
know what I'm
bull of
saying?
the
So I
family.
had
Like,
to
Mom,
be-
we ain't going for that shit.
Generally, I had to be the
Hell
man,
yeah.
even though I wasn't the man. So, but that's a tidbit if y'all know.
And I can see it though,
So,
innit? Yeah, what's your
you
saying?
know,
Also,
Aquarius.
being an only child as well.
Yeah, I am an only child.
So that plays a factor. I think
Big
that
fact.
how we grow up in the household, that plays a factor in how we determine relationships in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, but when I
don't
see
get to
kids,
see-
I don't really see a lot of guys living in the household. Like,
See,
you know,
I don't get to
think
see
you
that.
have to.
Everybody,
You don't have to.
for the 97% or 98% of the people I know, is a two-parent household. So I don't really get to see the broken family, structure that much.
Because that's what it is.
So I strategically place myself around what I want to emulate, So, although my home was a broken home because the father didn't work out.
right.
I made sure that the people I was around, my sons, got to see what it meant to be a husband and a father, and to take care of a family.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
now that they have children, they're excellent fathers.
That's good.
Well, see, I don't identify with broken homes in regards to then or now. I don't feel like a father has to necessarily be in a home for me to say that it's broken. I know a lot of excellent fathers that's not in a home. And actually, I feel like the kid thrived more because the father was removed from the home. Because a lot of times there's a lot of toxicness
I think I do.
inside of
Yeah.
the home.
Yeah.
And so when you start to build a relationship that's more a little healthier with the woman that you chose to have a child with, because you're not in the home doesn't mean that you're not present.
Yeah.
And I
That's real
think
shit.
that we identify that in our community as them not being in the home, as them not being present.
Right.
But I know hands-on dads where they're taking them to school,
Yeah.
they have them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then
All
the
that
time is
shit.
split.
Hell
Like they
yeah.
have them from that, let's say Thursday to that Tuesday, and they do it every other week. So they're in the dad's home just as much as they're in the mom's home. They're just not living together.
Yeah, man.
I think a lot of the women need to stop being bitter and let these men
Please.
step in
Stop
and
being
take care of
better.
their
Shut
children.
up. Hell
I get so
yeah.
sick of seeing broken
Man.
African American women
Yeah.
who
I think
they actually set their children up for failure.
But that's how they were raised.
Yeah.
Like,
they-
I never seen my mom go ape shit on a guy. I never seen her burn the curb. I never seen her throw people shit out.
Because that ain't normal.
But you know what I did see?
What?
I did see her chew a nigga up with her mouth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
talk
Like,
crazy to him.
talk crazy to
Yeah.
him and cut. And that's probably why, again, that's why I kind of talk crazy.
You look
Now,
like it.
I
Nigga,
ain't-
you like
I
you ready to talk
She ain't go
crazy
through what
now.
I went through.
Yeah.
But
That's not the
sometimes
point.
you gotta learn how to break generational
Yeah, I was
curses.
just about to say, but just because you do it, don't
Yeah.
make it right.
Don't
That's
do
right.
it.
true.
Man. Yeah,
Am
I
I
just
gonna
think
stop?
that it just comes back. It goes
Yeah,
all the
but
way.
you're
It
around
goes
other
it goes
people
all the
and
way
that
back
help
to people just jumping in, just fucking and not learning and learning people, man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Not
Please
really
learn
just-
these
yeah,
people.
man. Yeah, you gotta
That's
learn
why
these
you should
people.
be
They
pro-choice.
family be crazy. You gotta look at their aunties, their uncles. These motherfuckers crazy, man.
They are.
Shit, y'all can't get no abortions. Wear rubbers, nigga.
Okay.
Listen.
Serious.
Let them lick them balls. You jack off, nigga. Let's stay back.
Oh my God.
It's
Let's
about to
normalize
be
it.
bad, okay? It's about to be
Yeah.
bad because they know more abortions.
Because they
Well, no,
think it's
that's
only
not
going
true.
to
They
affect
gonna
our
have them,
community.
though.
No, it's not. It's not that it's no more abortions. That's not true.
Well-
it's based on the state. state. So California right now, you can get an abortion. California,
shit.
New York, you can get an abortion. Colorado, you can get an abortion.
Well,
here in Michigan,
that's
they're
with
on the
stipulations.
fence.
That's what stipulation. It's just not like you can get an abortion. In those states, you have to have where it's between a life and death of the mother, and or some kind of rape or incest. So all states are not like that. But for the most part, you out of luck.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to make some better decisions.
Go do it.
You gotta travel.
You
know
gotta
what?
travel to go do it.
I was
But
trying to,
please don't get nobody doing it with no hanger.
So
We're
let
not
me
about to
ask you this question. I asked Miss Carmen this yesterday. We was at Detroit Table Talk. Should it be should a man have a decision if a woman wants to keep her baby or not? What y'all think about that?
Absolutely.
It's not your body.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying I gotta be paying for this kid too.
You ain't gotta pay for nothing. I have a fund for abortions. You know,
you do?
No, we're not.
We
doing
love. Give her a round of applause for the abortion fund,
that.
nigga. Let's go.
We're not doing that. I'm not gonna tell you nothing. I'm going to take care of it and stop talking to you.
Yeah.
I don't want
that. Hell yeah. What about you, Rita D? Do you think a man should have a say so? Like either I want you to have the baby or I don't want you to have the baby.
Who are you?
like I said, I really can't. It's deeper to me than that. Than a person saying, I feel like you should, I feel like you shouldn't. Because like you said, when you get in these relationships and you feel like you met the right person and y'all settle down and things like that and you feel like it's going to work, of course, you know you want to have a child. But what if at the end of the day you go to the doctor and there's these tests that they run to make sure that the child is healthy? At the end of the day, I feel like it would be my right as a woman if I want to bear and bring that child into the world, because I'm going to be honest, being a caregiver is going to be 100% of my job as a mother.
Right,
and I'm not saying that you can't nurture the child or anything like that. But when it comes down to a woman, I don't think that at 13, if my baby can't bathe themselves, that my husband is going to be the one that's going to do it. It's probably typically going to be me.
Yeah,
so I feel like it's a lot of.
What if he 20, you 20? You get pregnant. He like, look, we not financially ready to have no damn baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no baby. My mama and them don't want me to have no baby. I'm still living at home. You living at home.
Decision.
Should he have a decision? What you think about this, Ms. Carmen?
It takes two people for that baby to be conceived. So at the end of the day, you both should be sitting at the table trying to figure out what's in the best interest of the both parents. You lay it out. You know, the pros and the cons. Of course, at the end of the day, it's the woman's, because
I'm going to make the decision
at the end of the day. But I think it's selfish if you felt like if you didn't trust this man and you laid down with him, and then now there's a decision on the table and you're selfish enough to say, well, I don't care what you think, it's about me.
Come on,
then you the problem.
Come on, then. That's that toxicity.
We all make mistakes.
You can call us short.
No, we make mistakes, but
we fall short.
But he should still
at
have
20,
the same
I'm not mentally. At 20, I was not mentally ready to say, "Hey, yes, I can have a baby with this guy."
You're not,
and I feel that he's gonna be there. Do I think? Of course, I think, because I'm in love with him, and I hope. I hope. I wish.
You wish.
But realistically speaking, at 20 years of age, I was in my third year of college, and the last thing I was thinking was about bringing a baby into this world.
Right.
So I have to do what's best for Rita D at the end, which means which means graduating, which means financially being able to not only support that baby, because it's going to fall on my parents. They didn't ask to raise that child. At 20 years old, I was in no position to take care of another human because I wasn't even taking care of myself. So yes, I made a mistake, and guess what? We are going to sit down and we're going to talk about it. But if I feel like I can't do it at 20, then I'm sorry that I'm not going to do it. It's going to be my decision. And you can hate me, break up with me, be mad at me. But in 20 years, I hope that God can forgive me once I forgive myself.
Let me ask this real quick before you comment, Ms. Carmen. As far as the court, should he be liable for that baby if he's saying, I don't want no kid, and she trying to have a kid, or she don't want to have my kid, and she want to die, and she want to kill it?
No, that's deep.
Far as the law, what do y'all think it should be?
Wait a minute, ask that question one more time.
Far as law, if I go to the court and say she want to kill my baby and I want to have it, I'm 50% of that baby. I'm the daddy. She the mama. Financially, should they make her have it, or
financially, should he?
Let me go the other way around. I'm gonna go the other way around. She want to keep the baby, right? I don't want no baby. So I go to the court and say, Judge, I told her I didn't want no baby and I wasn't ready, and she had the baby.
That's not a defense.
Should I be financial? Should I have to have finance? If I'm telling
You signed the
That's not a defense. You're gonna have to pay for that child.
I know now, but I'm just saying, as far as the law, if we could make a law, we could say, should a man have to take care of a baby that he didn't want?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's like devil's advocate.
Absolutely.
Real shit.
Nobody told you
That's
to
what
lay
I'm
down
saying.
without a condom.
Okay.
You know, and I'm not saying that a woman don't have a right to make a decision about her body. I'm
Right.
just saying have enough respect to at least include him in that decision. At the end of the day, of course, again, the woman is going to make the decision that's best, for her and her body, but you have to respect the man enough to have that conversation.
Yeah.
I think that's where. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Okay, Boosie. So you shaking your head? No, you shouldn't even have a conversation.
I'm
with
not
this
about
man?
to deal with you. I'm not. If I'm getting an abortion, it's a reason why I'm getting an abortion, and I'm not dealing with you no more. I'm not gonna say nothing to you. I'm gonna go take care of my business and keep it moving. You can find me on 7 Mile if you want to and say I killed your baby and be mad. I don't care.
Got a little murderer on deck.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not having no child come in this world the way I was.
That's real.
Okay, I only had 5 years of my dad, and he was removed from the household, and didn't have shit else to deal with him with spots and pieces. I'm not gonna do that to my kids.
That's
So
real
in other
tough.
words, you're making a decision based off of your unhealed, the part in your life that
being
you're not
nervous.
healed.
I don't think it's unhealed.
It's not- it's not
But
unhealed.
I would think it's
She just said-
unhealed.
she
it's not
no,
unhealed
she just said, she just made a statement. She said,
not.
I'm not bringing a kid into this life.
Based on the past decision that was made by her mother that
she
she
being
feels
cautious.
Right,
like.
so that means,
Yeah.
It's not
means,
unhealed.
that means,
It means that
she's making a decision based off
No,
of
I'm not. I'm
what
basing-
she had to go through, and
I'm
it may not
basing
be
on
that
a
way for you.
decision.
That's
Yeah,
what
that don't mean
You're
she's not
showing
healed from it.
you're showing characteristics of my father, and my father, who is not you. It's not you. You're right, but you're showing characteristics. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm gonna have to take care of this baby, and I ain't doing
By
it.
yourself. Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
I get it.
I
I seen my mama struggle.
I get it.
I seen her cry. I seen her do all that shit. You know who's not gonna do it? Me.
So,
So is it best just not to tell them that you're pregnant and just
Yes,
make the
that's what I'm
decision
saying.
that
Yes.
you're
I
gonna
don't tell them
make?
at all. I don't tell them at all, and I stop talking to them. And and when I date you or when I'm having sex with you, I tell you in the beginning if I get pregnant, I'm getting an abortion, and I'm not talking to you no more. That's it. So we not doing that.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What happens if
This Miles.
well, we
speaking
got
everybody.
Miles, the engineer, because we don't know if he's on camera, but we got Miles.
I'm not on camera? But what
Asking
if,
a question.
What if you get married to a person and the father get in a car accident, the baby only 2 months old, you are still warranted to take care of that baby hook or crook? The thing is, people.
Well, financially, she should still be stable because she's gonna get Social Security.
Well, how about?
I mean, because we putting too many emphasis.
No,
in on
no,
the
Yeah,
question.
too many
No,
parts to the
no,
question.
Yeah, we
let-
gonna make. We can't make nobody change their mind.
I'm not. Okay, you're right.
No. And I'm saying that
I
to
wasn't
say.
trying to make nobody change
Okay,
their
so
mind.
if the father passes, I'm sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
giving an example. Many women mess with bum ass dudes, correct?
That's correct.
Many women that had babies by bum ass dudes, and they was together.
But niggas
right?
got baby by bum ass baby mamas.
I'm not. I don't want to.
I'm just saying we not gonna leave them out, man.
He had to make
Fuck
sure
that.
he said that.
Nigga, this ain't no man
No,
bashing show.
it's not.
Shit.
This wasn't a
These
man.
hoes ain't shit too.
But no, I wanted to hear.
What I was saying was, and then she messed around and the father dies.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have no. They're not married. They don't have nothing tied
Legally.
to each other. So the mother don't get nothing.
Yes, the mom does.
Okay.
He signed the birth certificate
I don't know.
because the next of kin, which is that
See,
child.
now you add to
No,
it.
Y'all
because
add too
I've done this for a living, and I'm going to tell you the reason why that child does get something. If any foreseen incidents happen, that child's going to be securely taken care of.
But finances don't take care of a child.
It does not, however, 9 times out
a
of
good
10,
jump start,
we
shit.
know that money that we have in that, first of
It's
all,
still responsible.
that's probably one of the number one reasons why women decide to not have that child and have an abortion, because they're not financial. So you said if that father was no longer there and there's no pieces for him to be connected to it,
Right.
guess what? Hopefully that man has a mother or a father or siblings that could come in and tell them what great of a father you was, because that was something that was unforeseen. That was unforeseen. We don't know if
And
that's
so
gonna happen.
that's my point. And so was the pregnancy.
But guess what? We got a choice, and the choice was made that she either gonna have an
The
abortion or she not.
choice is
Okay.
So does that make
snip.
a difference, sis? Does it make a difference if
If he a bum,
passes
if he a
away,
bum,
then what happens?
Then what happens? I mean,
But you know, son, I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna just say this: a lot of women don't just date bum niggas. When you younger, you just dating a nigga that's trying to come up like you. You
But
know
if
what
he,
I'm
a
saying?
bum,
Y'all
if, he
both
a
ain't
bum,
just.
if he a bum guy, that mean he ain't worked to put nothing in the system, so they won't be getting nothing out of
But
the
y'all
system.
started dating them and fucking. Y'all know y'all have
Right.
niggas
No,
sneaky links.
we know.
Everybody be acting like they dating
We know.
blocks,
We
blocks,
know.
nigga. Y'all dated them niggas who ain't got no
Exactly.
car, sleeping on the couch somewhere in the
Not
game.
40 and 50 they bums. But at 40 they saw potential.
Everybody ain't dating top. Oh, you definitely, but you had to do it before. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Exactly.
We all make mistakes,
Exactly.
man. But before I go to sleep on this old sleepy ass, deep ass show, man, we finna get to some fun ass questions, man. Up in this bitch. I just let y'all talk like fuck it, nigga.
Give it the question.
Yeah, this the last deep question. Then we get into the bullshit.
I do want to give,
Fuck this,
but you know
nigga.
what? I did want to say this one. I did want to say this one thing. I did want to give out a shout out to those companies right now that are actually saying that if their state does not offer the abortion, they will pay travel expenses for
Nice.
that person
Okay.
and one other
Nice.
person, and also pay for it, and also pay you while you on leave recuperating from that abortion. So shout out to those companies that understand that
Definitely, that's real
pro-choice
shit.
is a factor in America, and and they wouldn't have had it if it wasn't warranted.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Shout out to them, man. Definitely.
I just want to know that in the mindset of the men that were voting and the woman, what is going through your mind when someone is talking to you and saying, but what about the woman that was raped? What about the incest? What about...
See, let me tell you this. Once you get to a political level with Senate and all that,
They
you
don't
don't
think
vote
about
off what the fuck you feel. You vote off whoever gave that bag to you
That's
when
true.
your next coming election.
That's
It's
true.
not about no goddamn.
That's true.
You
I
think
feel like-
Obama voted because he liked this and liked that? Hell no.
I also feel
That
like
nigga was just sitting there.
even though it's
Shit.
about politics as well, they're still protecting some sort of somebody that they know that did it or
Yeah.
they did it.
That's why
could
these
be.
terms need to start ending.
Yeah.
It should
Yeah,
not
so-
be somebody that is sitting
Yeah.
on the Senate that has a lifetime term.
I
Because
totally
that
agree.
way that you used to think is not the way that you
You think-
currently think, and you have been
Times have
bamboozled. So
changed.
we need to start, like you said, Dub, earlier, we need to start going to legislation and telling them, let's start with Lansing. Go in there and say, hey, we don't want this to happen.
need
We
to
need
get
to start
petitions
living
going.
in these
And then-
terms.
Yeah,
Get
then
enough signatures to put it on the
Then
ballot.
you only
That
see
too.
then you only see their face when they running for something.
That
you
too.
don't even see
Yeah,
no
you don't
commercial
see 'em
for no
out.
nigga in the mid.
You don't see 'em out.
you
Like,
don't
you don't see 'em
out.
doing nothing.
I'm gonna tell you,
Community
I ain't-
service or nothing.
I ain't saying
Bernie
Republican
Jones
or
ain't you.
Democrat, but them damn Democrats, Michigan Democrats, they hide. As soon as they win, they
Yep.
go hide.
Yep.
Every time.
not gonna say Gretchen did.
I'm gonna say Peters. You know, 'cause
Yep.
it's a couple of them. I ain't finna name them, but
real.
y'all know
You
who they
can name
is.
them. You can
But
name
you
them.
still vote for them.
My
They the only
boss,
nigga running.
she didn't
You know
came
what
up
I'm
for
saying?
us. I don't know if she came up for y'all.
This
but
the
she came
last
up
deep
for me.
question
Shout
I
out
got.
to
Then we're gonna get to our
Gretchen.
bullshit. Why do people get relationships based on age when age has nothing to do with maturity?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Why do people? Why in the black
down
community? Why do we,
is a
especially us?
thing.
I'm gonna just say us. I don't care about that. I'm talking about us. Why do we look at age as an ailment or
A maturity?
or you know what I'm saying? But a motherfucker grown can be immature as well. You know, as far as y'all
Because
dating.
prison is serious. I ain't dating nobody that's...
She ain't going to
Nah,
prison.
nah.
So age
Hell
matters.
nah.
When it comes, I think when it comes with age, it comes with experience.
Yes.
Seasoned.
It's your
Yes.
season, but then you have people like me that just wanted to do everything, and I was seasoned young,
Early.
early. So, I do think that age does matter, and men mature slower than women. It's like 5 years.
Yeah.
So, we have to have somebody older because at least we here.
And then by the time we catch up with y'all, our dick start working. You're like, God damn, let's get married tomorrow, baby. Let's get married tomorrow. Fuck it, this nigga ain't working on the regular. We get married. Hell
Women,
yeah.
be careful of men when they penis stop working.
Man, I'ma
Don't let
like
them-
you. We
Don't
gonna
let
go
them
on
marry
dates
you
and all
then
that
if they didn't want to marry you before. That's all
I'm
I'm
gonna invite
saying.
you to backyard parties and everything. Come on through.
They want to
This
introduce
my
you to their
auntie.
family.
This my auntie right here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What about you, Rita D, man?
I think age matters to me only for the simple fact that I've always been in committed relationships. We've either been the same age or they've been like a little older. So I did attempt to date somebody that was younger than me, but it was full of games. So like Sis said, at the end of the day, I feel like age does come with maturity, and by the time you're 45, 50, going on 50, and I'm 42, 43, or whatever, I feel like we probably are on the same wavelengths in regards to what we want. Chilling, going out, like
relaxing.
you said, kicking it.
We ain't got a party every vacation.
Exactly.
We can go vacation and relax.
Right.
And plus, them young motherfuckers be want to fuck too much. It's just too much.
Well, no, let me say this, because as women get older, for me, I know as I've gotten older, I want that shit more.
Man, you
Our
man,
libidos go up as they get older.
Man,
What you say?
Our libidos go up as we get older.
Okay, cause see, I thought it
Them
was
young
something
girls, they grabbing your dick before you leave for work in the morning. Like, baby, let me suck it till you get to the car. Like, bitch, we outside.
It don't matter.
They don't care, man.
It don't
I love
matter.
it, man.
Anywhere,
Hell
anytime,
no,
down for
man.
anything.
No, but I usually want to date 5 up or 5 down. I don't want to go past that.
up or 5
yeah.
down?
I want, like
5 down.
5 years older than me and 5 years younger than
Why
me.
you can just like 2 down? Like why?
No, I'm just saying because I still can relate. I want you to listen to Tupac, Gucci Mane, and old Jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Period. I need you to be, on my level.
Date down so
yeah,
they can
I can
control
date
the
down.
woman that they're with.
No, not all the time. Women, I can say women date up so they get more a man that's more got money.
But most women
I
that
can
date
ask you
up,
to
they're
scoot
mature
back so I can
and
get a
they've
little bit of
already
that
had
air
what
up
they-
in here.
what
You
they-
got the whole air all on your back,
I
going
got
up on
this
your
old
back.
Miami Vice ass undercover cop shirt on.
Let me get some air. It's hot as hell outside.
I'm like I'm undercover at the club with the old ass shirt on. No, man. Next question, man.
I'm hot.
Is dating at the workplace a good idea?
Yes. Depends
She
on
love
how. If it's what, it's a what? I got a what? Oh my God, jobs are the best.
Is dating at the workplace a good idea?
We ain't got a date. We can screw though.
Okay. At work, is fucking at work better than fucking at home? Is y'all sneaking?
No, I'm not.
Like you talking about actually fucking
we
the
talking
person or
sneaky
fucking at work?
Yeah.
We thought that's a good question. Let's repeat that
Yeah,
first.
go ahead and read it.
Are you talking about fucking somebody that you work with, or actually fucking at work? Like, hey
work
baby,
together.
meet me in the copy room.
Y'all
and shit.
ever fucked at work?
Yes.
I have
No.
Hey, man, I got my dick sucked though, but I gave him $100.
You know what?
Yeah.
Well, then you
And we
paid.
was working at McDonald's. I was like the whole weekend half of work, nigga.
You want some sweet sour sauce
She
with
kept
them
on that
nuggets?
little Mexican ass like, can I take your order? I'm like, bitch, I'm getting some of that.
I'm getting some.
Well, you paid,
But
though.
this is a good idea though in general though.
I don't know about no ideas, but
I think that you got to be mature.
Yeah.
Like you just said, you have to be mature to be having sex with somebody or one of your coworkers, because guess what?
Yeah.
Once their feelings get involved, I do not want you trying to bust my windows out because I went to get lunch with Greg and them. Like,
Telling people
not just that.
don't pull up on me.
Telling people at the job my house nasty and shit. Want to destroy my credibility in this bitch, nigga.
But not just
Or
that.
make me fight your ass.
You
hell
have
yeah.
multiple people. Not saying that you're not a specific person that they're having sex with, but they could have been having sex with somebody else and they just stopped because they started fucking with you,
Yeah.
or they still dealing with
It
that
could be
person,
getting
or somebody
messy.
else could like them, and then that's when it becomes messy. Like some women, I should say, do not know their role.
Yes.
They don't know their
Can we
role.
hear? Yes.
And that's a problem. Like, if baby, I don't want your place. You can have them too. Like, just
I like
know
the
when it's
women
my
like that.
turn. Okay.
Yeah.
And another problem with fucking somebody at your job, two things.
What's going on?
These guys ain't saying nothing.
Well, let me say this. You cannot be okay. So we, as a culture, Chrysler workers, plant workers,
they
anybody
fucking-
I feel like got more than 50 people that work with them.
They fucking.
Listen, every time you go to lunch with Mike and them, you're not fucking them, and that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. And then they, I've had friends who was like, shit. Fuck it. If they feel like I'm fucking them, I'm a
But
fucking.
bouncing off of that question, if y'all homegirl liked the dude and he didn't like her, but he liked you, is that off limits? Do that mean he's
I'm
off
gonna let her
limits?
know.
We
Like,
gonna
he
have a
like me.
conversation.
You gonna let him know though?
Yeah.
Because if y'all like her, you like fuck that.
We gonna
Bitch,
have
I ain't
a
finna give up this
conversation.
motherfucker,
I mean, I
bro.
think we have to, that's where maturity. That's where maturity comes in.
Yeah.
That's where maturity comes in. It's like when you double dating, or you like, oh, where you got a homeboy.
But how can you tell your homegirl he don't like you like that?
Straight up,
How
he
can
don't
you
like
do it,
you.
though? That's tough.
You don't. I mean,
It's not tough.
it's not tough.
it's
I think he has to have that responsibility because it's not you that's saying it. You know what I'm saying? But if I like you and you already express that you like me, like sis, I mean, you know.
He liked me.
Period.
It's hard to say that though, cause she gonna
It's
feel away.
not hard
You know what I'm
because
saying?
But
the
it's
reason-
all real.
And why it's
Yeah.
not hard is because you let him know up front.
Yeah.
Because he gonna let you know, like,
Yeah.
hey, because you know what's
I fuck with
crazy
you.
is I got a friend on Facebook who liked one of my coworkers and was texting me, and I was like, sis, why don't you slide in the DM or
Yeah.
let me put it together.
Rita
Guess
D
what
is
she
an
said?
alley oop thrower. I'm letting y'all
I
know.
am.
She ain't no hater, dog.
I'm
If
not.
it's going, she is. I
And
ain't
I'll
gonna
let
lie.
him know, and I'll
Never,
hook
nigga.
y'all up, and if I feel like y'all compatible, I'm gonna be like, hey,
Yeah.
look,
Hell
sis,
yeah.
he ain't shit. Or bro,
Don't love him.
she don't love him.
Don't love him.
I have
Hell
told
yeah.
2 people when they met each other, don't take this shit serious. Because I'm friends with both of them. But what I'll say is, yes, I'm going to let you know. And if you don't act on it, because old girl, she ain't act on it.
Yeah.
Old girl ain't act up, and guess what? She missed her opportunity because guess what? He found love somewhere
Found
else.
love.
And all the time could have been you. So don't be afraid to slide in people DM or have your girl hook you up with somebody because guess what? It's the year of
You
confidence
never
for
know.
women, and you don't never know.
You never
Go
know.
out there and get what you want.
All
and
they can do is say, you know.
that's it. And then they missing out on the best
What-
thing.
What about you, Miss Carmen? You ever is dating at work a good idea?
Probably not.
Okay.
Have you ever dated somebody at work?
That's
Miss
what my
Carmen?
next question
You
was.
ever fucked that work, Miss Carmen?
No.
Damn, that would have went viral, nigga. Hell yeah, I was waiting for that moment. She like, yeah, nigga got it one time.
No, but she's dated somebody. So what happened?
I think he pursued me for about 4 years, and I finally
It was like I'm straight.
dated. No, I finally went out with him, and it was cool. We dated for about a year, and then my thing was, what we doing?
Yes.
His
Miss
thing
Carmen
was,
put pressure on y'all ass.
well, you're not
As
gonna
you
waste my
should.
time.
As you should.
I mean,
know,
4 years.
You could do what you want to do, but if you chase me for 4 years and then we date for 4 years, it's like what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're not gonna sit and keep me hostage for 3 and 4 years and then look up and you walking down the aisle with
I
somebody
love
else.
it.
That's
I
real
love
talk.
it.
You're not
I
doing
love
that.
it. I love it. Up front.
Yeah,
Being
he-
up front. I think that in 2022, we are just now getting to the point where men feel like they can be up front with us.
Yeah.
And the reason
Yep.
why I say that is because men feel like if you tell us the truth,
Yeah.
then we're not going to like you, we're not going to pursue you,
That's
we ain't going
not
to kick it
true.
with you. Let me tell y'all, women love when you tell them what it is from the beginning so then they can act accordingly because half the time if a woman does catch feelings, y'all, it's because you made it seem like it
Yes.
was something
Yeah.
that it really
And
wasn't.
you did. Then when you get a woman to catch feelings off of that false pretense shit,
You can deserve whatever you get.
How you say it?
You didn't been lost, they won't let you out.
But when you get a woman off that false pretense, the real you is gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? You know
Only
when
a
it's
matter
gonna
of
come
time.
out. You know when it's gonna come out when something happen. You lose a couple hours or some bullshit like that, and that's when that shit come out. You always got to be real. I think women
So-
respect the real shit.
Miss Carmen, so you said you had to let him go.
I forgot I was gonna
Did-
say.
and
But
y'all
that
work,
wasn't after
and then y'all
I
work
hemmed
together
him up.
even after that.
You hemmed him up.
You hemmed him up.
Like you did the.
Like you snatched him up at work?
And then what?
Damn, I knew
He
she
had
was
nothing to do
gangster
with.
before she had the
Y'all
frills.
didn't listen to me. I know when they do that.
I just told him, I don't play these games.
Okay.
Okay. Did you say you gonna be fucked up? Did you come out a guy real quick?
No.
Have you ever talked to yourself in the car about a guy? On your way home? Oh, okay.
Y'all
I
crack.
guess it's just me. Have you ever played a song while somebody was in the car so that they can know I'm
Next
talking
day I'm
about
feeling
you?
you.
Oh,
That's when you know you crazy. I bust the windows out your car.
hey.
My cousin over there right now, nigga.
You know what?
Y'all
I
was
did
crazy
that
as
shit.
fuck.
I did that shit.
Have
You
y'all-
did what?
Oh, you
I
did?
talked to myself in the car like, this motherfucker got me fucked up.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't play the song.
Yeah.
Like,
I do all that.
man.
I do.
Sometimes you gotta search for a song. Let me play this shit for this moment.
I know, right? For this moment right here. And niggas be all like,
So you did that shit too?
Hell yeah,
You did that shit too.
I told you I love my hoes. Nigga. You fuck with me, I love you.
It's real.
Hell yeah. Have y'all ever dealt with a man who couldn't get it up and is that a turn off?
Is it a turn off?
Yeah, and why?
Okay, so
Can you fuck with him after that? I mean,
well,
Let me chew on this.
it's very it's different variables when it comes to men and their erectile problems. I've had somebody not get up, and I specifically asked him what he was thinking about.
Yeah.
And he originally lied. So he called me later that day, like, yeah, I was thinking about my ex. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, you should have just said that, and we could have just rescheduled when you wasn't thinking about her.
oh, he couldn't get it up at all.
No.
Was it a session?
I
or
done
was
had
y'all
them
together?
days
She
too,
said
man.
it was a
I'm ready to
session?
settle down.
It was a session. Yeah, it was a session. It was a session. And then I had, and then it was a guy, I didn't know he was, it's this, what is it, Percocet? Is
Molly
that what
Percocet. Yeah, I guess so.
It's
Molly
you know, I'm old
Percocet.
now. I don't know what all these drugs are. So they take them so much that it erects their function, their penis
penis?
function.
Oh.
Yeah. So they'll be up for a second and then it just drop and it won't come back up.
Damn.
It just drop like that, like inside of you.
Yeah. Does that make you
Inside
want
you.
to? Does that
Do
make you
not
want to commit
push
murder
me.
when it did good and he right there and it be like dropped and he can't get hurt? Do that make you want to kill somebody?
No, it makes me feel like something's wrong.
Oh, with you?
No,
Like he
with
look at
him.
you different?
I don't know. I ain't nothing
Have you
wrong
ever
with me.
felt insecure like
Never.
This nigga ain't get...
Never.
Okay.
Never.
She do got a fat ass though.
I don't give a fuck about no fat ass. I ain't never been insecure.
No, but I'm saying, as far as women though, do y'all like if a man not getting hard? Do y'all be like, damn, why I'm not making him hard?
No, for what? That's on you, bruh.
What about
There's
you,
something
Ms.
going
Carter?
on in your head, not mine.
Yeah. What about you, Ms.
For
Carter?
the most part, most women, that does go through their mind. Like, did I do something? Did I say something
on.
to
Yeah.
kind of, shift the mood or whatever?
Don't feel like that, ladies.
Most 99.9% of the women have had that thought in their brain. Not all women, but most women have, because as a woman, you're emotional, so that's the first thing that that come across.
And
Like,
you know what? Not to cut you off before you finish, but as a person, we all have those insecurities. You know what I'm saying? But as a person, we all have insecurities.
Can I get some air? I do not want to ask again.
Damn, nigga, what the fuck you want?
Yeah, that's my calling.
Oh, okay. Caller, thank you for calling in the Urbal
We
Tea
ain't getting
PoTcast.
enough
What's your
right
name and where you
today.
calling from?
D from Warren, Roseville.
Hey, D.
What up, D
Hey,
from Roseville? What's
Park.
good with you, bro?
I'm about to eat this.
Chilling, listening
I
to
ain't
y'all.
Hey,
Good
man,
show,
I
as usual.
today, man. I know we did the Roe versus Wade earlier, and it was kind
Yeah,
of
y'all was a little too deep. I wanted to call it and say something, but
Sometimes we
I
gotta
had
do
to
that
be on the show
because
for that.
This all around
look, D,
show. You know how
sometimes
to do
we
it.
gotta do that. You know why? Because we need to educate our people that's calling in and that's listening. Because sometimes they ain't trying to pay attention.
Shit,
So
this the
sometimes we
show.
gotta hit them different. That's who we is. We ain't never gonna be the same.
Right.
We went to Miami and New Orleans and got deep.
Got deep, man.
want some
But you know what's going on with you, D, man? You got any questions? You got an answer for any questions
Man,
today,
the
man? I
drug
think our main question was, what was it?
What you want to talk about?
What
Shit,
you
we
want
ain't
to
got
talk
no
about, D?
questions.
Fuck it, nigga. It's Urbal Tea PoTcast. Talk your shit, nigga.
Yes, talk your shit.
You don't owe nobody that, nigga. Talk your shit.
First off, I comment on one. It's got to be older than me. I can't do no young girl.
What,
Sorry.
you
How much
wouldn't date no
older?
woman. What about your age?
How much older?
I would say about 3-4 years older than me.
How old are you?
If you don't mind.
I'd be 44 this year.
Okay.
Okay. So you like your women like 50 to 52, 53.
Like 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 50 around there.
Oh, okay. You can put them to sleep real quick. 10 minutes a dick, they good for the week.
Nigga, is that all
Yeah,
you
exactly.
He's trying to secure, he's trying to secure that
Exactly.
bag.
What Bernie Mac say? I got round one.
Rest
3
his
minutes.
soul.
Yeah, that's it.
I got round one. That's it.
That's it,
All that
man.
extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Miss Roseville,
So I got
man.
a question,
Tell her to
D.
call
Are
in.
you a pleaser or you like to be pleased in regards to when you say one and out? Are you making sure that she's reaching her climax or you just concerned about getting yours?
Because that's big for Rita D.
Oh, no, I'm pleasing.
You
I'm
a please?
Okay.
Yes,
When
sir.
your birthday?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes,
he a
ma'am,
Capricorn.
sir.
So shout
Yes,
out to the
ma'am.
Capricorn.
Shout out
We
to
in
the
building.
caps, a little nasty
You
caps,
start
so
the year,
pleasing
get that
ass.
boy and bring it right back. We get it in.
Yeah, I heard them caps throw it back. I'm gonna
But
give
shout
you
out to the
heard
Capricorn. If he January, if he December, he ain't no good.
Oh, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
December
I'm
or
at the edge.
January?
Hold on.
What's your December
Hold
or
on. I'm at the
January?
edge.
You
12:30.
December or January?
12:30.
December.
Oh Lord.
December?
Okay, well, I'm
You said
still-
December 30th?
I'm still rocking with
sir.
Are
you.
you on the cut? That's
Well,
LeBron's birthday
You
and
still
Tiger
part
Woods'
of us,
birthday.
though.
I'm
Yes, sir.
still rocking with you, D.
Hey, man, appreciate you calling in. D, we appreciate you, brother. We back, man. We appreciate you.
Go for sure.
D,
Love
wait,
y'all.
can I
Y'all
ask
have
you a
good one.
question, D? D,
Sure.
what you doing
Yeah.
for the holiday weekend? This coming up weekend, it's the holiday. What you doing? You celebrate
I don't know
Juneteenth?
yet. I don't know yet.
Did you celebrate Juneteenth?
Yeah, I
That's all
did.
that matter, man.
Okay, that's all
Juneteenth,
that
shout out,
matters
man.
then.
I sure did.
All
Had
right.
a ball.
All
I
right.
almost went crazy at my job. Hey, I wanted to comment give me 1 second.
Go
I
ahead,
wanted to
bro.
comment on the workplace. No, I'm not. It's bad enough. We probably got to go home together and working. No, that ain't gonna work
Nigga, you
out.
saying that because Miss Roseville watching, nigga. You know she at home watching. You sending signals like, babe, I ain't fucking her. Dudes in the show, like, yeah, I would never do that.
Never. I ain't gonna never do that.
Hey, man, we love you, D, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
What's up? Y'all have a good one.
Hell yeah, man. Big
You
dog
too,
show
Dave.
like this. Roseville, I ain't fucking up. I ain't fucking up.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna get into the part of the show everybody love that I get out the way because this is the best part, nigga. We glad, nigga. Rita D's read is in the fucking building.
It is. So my read's gonna be a little deep this week. I mean, I guess it's according to the show because we wouldn't been here, you know, for a week or whatever. Well, I wasn't here, but Dub. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my host, Dub. He held it down.
The all men show that will never happen again because I don't like all men around me. So we will never have all men show again. That's 100.
He held it down while I was out of town. So much love to my host, as he should have, because that's what he do when I ain't around.
Yeah.
So in saying that, thanks, Dub. And yeah, it would never be an all men show. I had to call in and give him a couple of reads, and I did my thing. Also, we missed a couple of holidays, so I want to definitely give a shout out to the fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Hey.
I wasn't here for that. Also, Juneteenth.
Hey.
Y'all showed up and y'all showed out. I saw y'all going live on Facebook with y'all red, green, and black on.
Hell
Next
yeah.
year, y'all know y'all can get y'all a Juneteenth shirt. They ain't that much. They on the corners of 7 Mile, 8 Mile, shit, now 10 Mile, whatever.
Yeah.
But my Rita D this week, I had to text it to myself. Because when I was going through some things and I was hearing some things, it kind of was disturbing to my soul. Or even when I saw some things. So I just want to let y'all know that there is a recall on flat sandals for women right now.
What?
It's a recall on them. I don't need y'all to wear them from sun up to sundown. I done seen some of y'all feet at the end of the night. And I need y'all black than a bug. So I need y'all to get like just a little inch on that heel, especially if you're going to be walking from Mac and Bewick all the way to Jefferson and Shane Park. I saw y'all at the Jodeci concert and I was a little bit like, the feet.
Man, them bitches be crusty on the side.
They know. No, you good. They know how I feel about them manis and petties. I need y'all to get them, okay? Manis and petties. Listen, even if you don't get the mani, please get the petties because I see some of y'all toes is popping out here. I love the shellac ladies. Y'all is killing it with that. But the back of y'all foot, all y'all had them do was change that color.
Brutal.
Okay. Men. It's a recall on white tees. It's a recall on white tees, tank top. And I'm talking about the ones with the rough, it's a recall on them, the ones from the liquor store that's 3 for 10. Y'all been wearing them bitches all day. From sun up to sundown, it's like the sandals. Y'all is looking
The
a
boys
hot,
come with the hair on the chest. Them bitches got their hair.
y'all is looking a hot ass mess, okay?
Right.
Some of us, I'm including myself, some of us, we got to get to the point where we know we are getting older. We can't day drink and night party, okay? We gotta pick one, or we gotta pick two.
That's it, dog.
We can't do that
can't
shit.
go,
We
dog.
tired as hell. And if you like me, where after the day drinking you go home and change your clothes and then sit down for a second, you might not make it out. So shout out to Nicole. It was the engineer's birthday. Shout out to her.
Nicole, man. Definitely.
I went to her party and I had day drunk and it was just everything, okay? If you can't afford to go out of town, please don't go.
No.
If you selling food stamps to go out of town, don't go.
Don't
You
go.
can use them out of time. I don't know why you sell them.
Yeah,
If you no, I'm saying like
They gotta get there.
I'm saying like when they get there, they start selling them to the people that's in the same residence with you, and then you gotta pay them because they ain't got no money yet. Just don't go. If you ain't paid your mortgage and you on vacation, don't go. If you decide between food and drinks on the vacation, you don't need to go.
I'm not
Okay.
going nowhere no more.
I'm not going nowhere no more.
It's okay to put yourselves first. You're not gonna be able to celebrate everybody and everything, and it is okay. And you do not have to feel sad, horrible, or upset. Some things you gonna make, some things that you not. If y'all feel like friends is gonna be the same as you, let they asses go. Because if your energy don't match your energy, then I don't want to be your friend.
Hell
If I can't call you and you feel like I'm needy,
Yeah.
but when you call me, I'm there.
Yeah.
That ain't 50-50. I'm so
Yeah.
tired of us making excuses as saying, well, he just like that, or she just like that, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Man, fuck that shit. If that friend ain't giving you 100 and you giving they asses 115, let they motherfucking ass go because they here for a season,
Damn.
and that season is up.
That's a good one, dog.
Stop asking people how they feel if you really don't want to know how they feel. Because they not going to feel the way that you feel, and you ain't going to feel the way that they feel. It's just like labor. I ain't going to feel your pain, but I know it hurts. So with that being said, y'all need to stop accepting these people, bringing them in y'all life when God take them out. If you can't invite everybody to go, then some folks can't just go. They ain't on your level.
Right.
Some people you can't take to the next level with you. The elevator stops there. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my mother. It was her birthday.
Hey, Miss Dixon's in the building.
My family and my friends have taken over June. It's almost over. I know y'all tired of my post, but it has gone from the 1st and it's going to go to the 30th. Yeah. So happy birthday to my mother. Happy birthday to my cousins. Yeah. Happy birthday to Nat, Brandon, KJ. My Aunt Jean's birthday is coming up. We going in. My brother, I missed my brother's birthday because I was out of town. Yeah. Shout out to my brother for always being my protector, for always understanding. Thank you. Don't we love, bro? For always understanding and always having my best interest and always telling me when people ain't for me and let their asses go. So with that being said,
shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
Give me a motherfucking pound. I love
Herbal Tea PoTcast. I love you
more. Shout out y'all shit. Detroit Table Talk. Shout out whatever y'all want real quick. Y'all got a minute to do it so we can go. Fuck out of here. Miss Carmen, I'm gonna start with you.
Oh, Detroit Table Talk Saturday, 5 o'clock.
Bet it is. What you got?
So childish.
What you got, Lucy?
Instagram bad__boozy or the boozy experience.
All right. I'm gonna shout out my shit because Rita D got a list.
Hey.
I'm gonna shout out my son Caleb today. He turned 14. Man.
Happy birthday!
That nigga been doing push-ups and chest. I'm gonna fight that nigga. He think he getting big on me, man, but I'm gonna fight. No, man, but I love him to death, man. I want to shout out Rita D. I want to shout out Urbal Tea PoTcast, and we gonna shout out the motherfucking gang right now who been on our show just this year. Let's go.
So man. We got these black businesses. I haven't did it in a long time, but I'm gonna let y'all know we got these black businesses in 2022 that's been networking because that's all we do on Urbal Tea PoTcast. So Catapult Self Museum, Dating Satan Podcast, Love Her, Leslie Silk, Lick Bomb Attire Bedroom Wear, Early Bar Garment Company, Rock Beer Detroit, and Light Aesthetics, Sold by Sade, Sold by Danielle, Soul Charles, the movies, C_Moss. 1016 Candles on SB Brewer, Nay Drake, the Vagina Monologue, Don Snipes, Brooks Media, Jay Hollis, Casanova, Miss Carmen with the Detroit Table Talk, Jada, the talented masseuse, and also the manager. Girl, boy, Ebb in the building, Midday Vibes in the motherfucking building. Love Danny, KC Carson. Black Lives. Make sure y'all go tune in to the Asbury Park. You got this new movie premiering July 22nd. He already told me and Dub that we were going to be doing a question and answering section. So make sure y'all come to the Bel Airs on July 22nd. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets.
I'm gonna have my suit on.
Black Bear Attire. Urbal Tea PoTcast is in the building on that. Boosie's in the building. Shout out to all the black businesses that we continue to patronize that we haven't had on our show, but we're going to reach out.
And I'm going to shout out the podcast and shout out to Miles, man, the motherfucking building. That's my guy.
Miles is in the
Miles be doing his thing.
Yeah, he do.
Happy birthday to the June.
One thing about it, man, that nigga wasn't seeing it eye to eye, but once I sat down and kicked it with him, man, I just respect him a lot.
Keep that man, y'all. Keep that man. He's podcasting. If y'all looking, wait, if they looking for show, a lot of people been reaching out to me in regards to how they get a podcast started. Listen, Miles is your man. Hit up podcast and y'all can inbox him or Brooks. Well, they can go up under us, but they can, go through us. But
last thing I want to, fuck. I love my. But last thing I want to say is we're gonna do the giveaway probably the last week of July, the first week. I really want to do it on my mama's birthday. But we gonna do that shit, nigga.
Oh, and then let them know about next week, cause hey, if y'all want to party with us next week and y'all want to see our Urbal Tea PoTcast and how we show up,
Adidas versus Chuck, nigga. We
Adidas versus Chuck, and y'all July 2nd. So we probably won't be filming that show because it's the holiday.
We gonna be on
well, we not filming, and the reason. Wait a minute. And the reason why being and saying that is we also have to think about our engineers. We also have to think about our guests and their families as well. Yeah. I feel like we've done 56 shows back to back and we haven't taken a break. And I'm talking about we here for Mother's Day. We here for Father's Day. We here for Juneteenth. I'm talking about last year up until now. So with that being said, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. We were here every Sunday and we got to take into accountability that first, it's all about RPs. So we are giving back to the engineers and allowing them to spend time with their families during some of these holidays.
We in the streets. Come meet us at the Adidas versus Chuck, nigga. Take a picture with a nigga. That's what we saying, nigga. And we out this bitch.
That's what she was saying, though.
Shit, come fuck with us.
She was